Hello to all of my friends at Medill. It is an honor to be with you as always. This is the one and only Hembo from my radio show, #Greenie. I am told that my friends at Medill have two questions for me, Hembo, and they have sent them to you.
Greenie, what was the moment that you knew you had a career in sports media?
It's so hard to identify that specifically, but what I will say is that the moment I knew that my previous show to this one, Mike and Mike in the Morning, which is the one that most people associated me with for the very, very long time in my career, when we were invited to go on the David Letterman show for the first time, that was an experience I will never forget. I grew up, and so did my old partner, Mike Golick, idolizing David Letterman, and the idea of appearing on his show really meant we had made it. Now, obviously, I had a reasonably successful career in media before that day, but whenever people ask me to identify sort of what changed everything for me, that was the day that changed everything for me. Not only in my own mind, but in real tangible ways. Appearing on the David Letterman show was one of the biggest things that ever happened to us.
And what would you say was the proudest moment of your career?
Well, that one jumps to mind as well, but then I will give another, as the second generation American that I am. All four of my grandparents fled to this country from Poland, and my parents were raised penniless in the Bronx, New York. The fact that 2 generations later, my parents' grandson was invited to the White House as a guest of the President of the United States, which is one of the great honors that you could ever possibly imagine. That was, I think, the proudest moment that I've ever had. It has always been a regret of mine that none of my grandparents lived to see it. But Mike and I were invited to the White House by President Bush in 2008 for a T-ball game and then a dinner in celebration of baseball. It's a long story that we won't tell here, but the point of it is that being an invited guest to the White House was a great honor, and in that regard, the proudest moment of my career. I hope everybody at Medill has a lot of moments that make these seem eminently forgettable, and thanks for the time.